Everybody, welcome. This is our 125th event, and this is Pitch It E2E. You may notice a bit of a different look, and that is because we've spent the last few months working on a rebrand for our family of companies. We're really excited about it. We worked super hard to launch it before this, but we are about a week out. I will be announcing it on social media, so make sure you're following us. And then we would love your feedback around the new site. So I'll give you a quick overview of our family of companies, and then we'll dive a little bit deeper into them as we go. So Hardboot is where we started, and that is our IT resourcing company where we specialize working with startups. OPN is our community first company where we partner globally with all those amazing people that support the ecosystem. And we thank you for being part of that. The Supporters Fund is our fund, and it is an early stage fund. So as we pull together our companies, we now have a shared mission, and that is to drive ecosystems, empower startups, and create a positive impact on the world. On the Hardboot side, we have a brand new opportunity to invest in your company. If you're seeking resources, we can help. We're now offering splits on resourcing for startups. If you're a suitable match for our offer, you can take advantage of it. How does it work? It's 50% in cash, 50% in equity, and 100% matching to your warrants, further strengthening our partnership and benefiting from the growth potential. If this is of interest and you would like to learn more, you can reach out to me. I will share my email in the chat at some point, but most of you have it as well. Our fund is called the Supporters Fund. Our first two funds invested in deep tech, fintech, and impact CPG. And our third fund is our Green Impact Fund. And we have flipped over to the regenerative and circular green solution space, which we're really excited about. This is our team behind this. Amazing people. We couldn't do it without. At the top is Jeffrey and myself. If you haven't connected with us, you can find us both on LinkedIn. We're both ex-software engineers. We've known each other for the last 10 years. Jeffrey is a serial entrepreneur and a great person to know in this space. I'm sure you've all talked to Zinnia. We couldn't do this without her. She's the one that organizes all of this. And she helps us with marketing as well. And May is our amazing executive assistant, which most of you have probably talked to as well. And then behind the resourcing side, we have Katrina and Jericho, and they're great people, and hope you get the opportunity to meet them as well. So the numbers are around our family of companies. As I said, Hardboot's been around for 16 years. OPN, we started 7 years ago, and we opened up our fund 5 years ago. This year, we've done over 1,000 pitch reviews so far. We've had over 65 companies pitch. To date, our fund has invested in over 30 companies. Our businesses are backed by 40 business angels. We've had over 120 events, and we've done over 140 podcasts. On the IT side, we've completed over 700 projects. We also provide mentorships to startups, people looking to get into investing, and then on the technology side as well. Our community is a global community of 100,000 people and growing strong. For startups, we have built out growth partners. These are all amazing people that support your company. If you think your company would be a great fit for this, reach out to me. We would love to get you added. You can find all of these people at openpeoplenetwork.com/growth partners. Join the community. Right now we're on Slack. You can go there and join today. On our next version of our release, we are going to be releasing a brand new community portal, which we're really excited about. If you are on Slack, you'll get early access to the portal. Our podcast used to be called Ask an Investor. With the rebrand, it is now called Impact Investing. We are on episode 142. You can stream it on your favorite platform, and of course, you can watch it on YouTube. So the format today, what does it look like? The videos have been stitched together and we will play it live. There's no live Q&A, but you can ask all your questions and support those great companies in the chat window. Vote for your favorite pitches. We'd like you to pick 3, please. Support everybody. We encourage you to connect with others and then take it offline. On the investment side, if the fund would like to move forward, we'll be in touch. Add us to your list, keep us in touch and on your progress. And then, as mentioned, on the resourcing side, there's an opportunity to invest there. And if that's of interest, you can reach out to myself. During the video, I am unable to type. It messes it up. So Jeffrey will be doing all the typing. And then I'm happy to chat with everybody after. We have 15 great companies pitching today. So thank you for all the work that you did to get here. And I encourage you to help support all of you.
Good day to everyone. I'm Flavio Ghirardi. I'm the CEO of NeoDelis, and here to speak about our unique vision of lighting devices, unique patented IoT LED light, which intercommunicate via light and can save between 30 and 50% compared to the standard LED. The problem is the standard LED light offers far less saving than intelligent light. Alternative intelligent light exists, but you need to install a central control unit, distribute sensor, cable, or if you don't use cable, you use a protocol like Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, which are radio frequency and cannot be used in several locations like kindergarten or a petroclinical plant. Columnar lights are only one solution. They are fitted easily and don't require additional cabling or special equipment or technical expertise. Every lamp integrates a control unit, a light sensor, and communicate with the other using light itself. This allows to save 50% compared to the other LED, and we calculate 0.15 CO2 tons equivalent per lamp per year. The team is composed by me. I'm a physicist. I work at CERN in Geneva in superconducting electronics. Then there is Daniel Guillou, who is the co-founder, and Laura, she is our lead developer in charge of our software. And then last but not least, Frank Noon, who is in charge of our international sales. These are the financial, and the volume in 2027 are based on 0.5% of the target market, so quite conservative. The business will grow through indirect sales, while the margin in 2022 and 2023 are still based on direct Italian sales. We are looking for 1 to 3 million euro. This will be used mainly for going international, and for research and development, we want to add more sensors like gas sensor, people counting sensor. Thank you to everyone, and these are mine and company references.
Good day, esteemed judges and potential investors. My name is Leila Tavakkoli, and I'm the Sales and Marketing Manager of Green Suggest Company. I am thrilled to introduce our innovative startup Green Suggest, which is set to revolutionize the world of upcycling and sustainable fashion. In today's fast-paced world, sustainability has become a pressing issue, and people are increasingly looking for ways to make their lives more environmentally friendly. Green Suggest Company has recognized this need and has developed a platform that brings sustainable fashion to the masses. Our platform's unique selling proposition is the integration of AI technology that helps users to upcycle their clothing and reduce waste. With Green Suggest, users can have access to the personalized upcycle idea that suit their unique tastes and preferences. Our AI-powered technology takes into account all the essential features of an item of clothing, such as its style, material, and texture, to provide the most relevant upcycling idea. Our platform is a one-stop shop for eco-conscious individuals looking for creative and sustainable ways to transform their wardrobe. In addition to personalized upcycling ideas, Green Suggest provides a platform for content creators to showcase their work and build a targeted following base. This not only helps content creators grow their brands, but also offers users a chance to discover sustainable fashion trends and ways. Our platform offers a win-win situation for both content creators and users, and we are proud to be promoting sustainability in the fashion industry. At Green Suggest, we believe that sustainability shouldn't come at the cost of individuality and style. Our platform offers sustainable fashion ideas that are both fashionable and practical, making it easier for people to adopt sustainable practices in their daily lives. We are committed to reducing textile waste, and our platform is a step toward creating a cleaner and more sustainable fashion. With our innovative technology, curated content, and sustainability and commitment to sustainability, we are confident that we can revolutionize the fashion industry. Thank you for your time, and we hope to have your support as we embark on this journey toward a cleaner and more sustainable future.
This is Sabdar Ali. I'm from India. I'm a founder and CEO of a Comtip Technology Private Limited. We are a Bangalore-based food online marketplace company. Do you know India has a 685 million female population and 485 million younger women population. India is among the top 5 GDP in the country, but still the women workforce is only 25% and women contribution to the GDP is only 22%. This is because only 88 million self-employed women available in it. While 200 potential homemakers are actually looking for this kind of opportunity to become a self-employed and get the financial freedom. Indian food, snacks and savory market is 5 billion USD for as of now, and it is going to be 13 billion USD by 2026 as per the report. Now, in spite of this so huge market, there is no food online marketplace available in India. So Comtip is filling this marketplace gap. Comtip will provide like a platform for urban and rural untapped 200 million potential homemakers to sell the home cook and homemade food online space. Comtip is on a mission to provide the financial support and also at the same time the online support, digital support, and get the financial freedom to them. As far as concerned about the founding team, we have 3 founders. Each one has a 15+ market experience in advertising and tech space in India and also the Asian and other global markets. Total amount which we are raising currently is a 500K USD against 15% of the company's stake as a pre-seed round. Thank you everyone. Have a nice day, and looking for a a right investor in Comtip Technology. Thank you.
The one who understands the client better has the advantage. Online business understands the client better. That's why it has more opportunities for growth. But business in the physical world lacks that level of understanding. Meet Dave. Decisions Assistance Virtual Environment. Dave helps to understand clients in the physical world at the level previously available only to the leaders of online trade. How does it work? Metadata is in the air. They are in cameras, sensors, POS terminals, security systems. A tremendous amount of precise and important data, but they all disappear into the thin air, and no one really uses them. We developed a platform that collects all the data together. Your existing equipment will get an upgrade and start making money. It works anywhere, on any platform, from a smartphone to a laptop. Dave was created based on needs and wants of major international retail chains. But Dave is not just a data collecting and analyzing neural network. It is also an effective toolkit. Let's take one. Personalization. Dave recognizes a repeat customer at the entrance of the store. Based on his previous purchases, Dave sends a personal offer to the smartphone, and that offer is very hard to resist. Such personalization increases average check, helps you to deliver the best shopping experience, rises brand loyalty, and cross-selling. Dave can create a forecast using existing data for efficient resources calculation and budgeting, as well as managing the business. Artificial intelligence and cutting-edge deep learning technologies give clear view of the present. and drive the future. MT Lab, technologies for marketing marvels.
Preflight helps building manager reduce energy cost with an AI-based platform. It connects to existing smart meters, require no upfront investment. We use building benchmark and climate data to provide easy to implement actions. We make money from annual subscription based on per square meter, an average deal size of 2,000 euros per building per year. In Europe alone, there are 30 million commercial buildings smart meter ready. That is a $60 billion market. In this space, rising energy costs and new regulations are making it harder for building managers to act in time. And then on top of that, they have to invest heavily in the hardware and sensors to cope up with the carbon emission in buildings. Preflight team has what it takes to solve this real estate energy challenge. We bring a decade of international experience. I, as a strategist and data expert, Francesca as a business development, and George and Maxon have built scalable AI products. We recently graduated from Techstars, already soft launch our platform, running 6 pilot buildings for big names like GFT International, Impact Hub in Italy, and a utility company in Portugal, expecting them to save thousands in energy cost and reaching commercial traction by September this year. We're currently raising $1.3 million, already secured $400,000. We'll use this fund to grow 3 more team members, improve our products, and convert more customers from a growing sales pipeline of 600 buildings. We are seeking warm introduction to facility managers of offices, retail chain, and logistics. We offer 20% discount for referral in return. So if you are interested or know someone, do let us know. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Jerome Lack. I'm the founder of Integrity Canada-based B2B SaaS project. The project creates a special classification CRM management with specific software for production and export companies, especially in the iron and steel industry. Problem: the current non-integrable data systems businesses use today are costly, unreliable, inefficient, and unresponsive. This results in poor and costly decision making when serving a business's silence volatile needs. Solution: Integrity has developed a platform to link non-integrable data sets together to allow businesses to make better and more timely decisions using a unique collaborative platform. We do this classification system. Classification system is most important for our customers and most important for us, of course. We aim to earn $50 million in 5 years by providing solutions to at least 1,700 companies. We resolve small monthly payments with annual membership payments and clustered payment system. In total, there are 34 software companies based in the USA and Europe that we reviewed. But you can see a few of them in the table. We are a core team of 5 people. Our team is professional and has many years of experience in their fields. Our monthly MRR value is $834,575, which services to 53 countries in 5 years and branch openings in 8 countries. We offer a global CRM management with classification system, fully robotic intelligent recruitment, specific meeting rooms with our member customers, clustered payment system, black box, big box, open box, remote connection controlled by clock, transitions between classes. And our motto is be independent in your system, and we will provide it. And thank you very much for your time, for your listening. Bye.
Jobas is an Arabic mobile application that allows normal users to access legal information and services easily across the Arabic-speaking countries. Though legal consultation is still considered in the Middle East to be a very private and confidential process, yet the evolution in technologies and people mindset that occurred during pandemic years impacted people behavior and changed the way some legal services are carried out, which allowed us to introduce Jobas to the market. Normal users in Jobas can search a huge encyclopedia of Arabic laws scripts along with many other useful legal information in addition to the ability to ask for a legal advice from certified lawyers. All services including consultation are for free. And to motivate lawyers to answer submitted questions, Jabez offers monthly awards based on lawyers' participation and ratings. Jabez's business model relies on gaining revenue from three main streams. The first one is the monetization of the app itself, where more traffic means more ads and more revenue. The second revenue stream is based on offering annual subscription for VIP lawyers that allow them to manage their brand and presence on the app efficiently, just like a paid ad on Yellow Pages. The third revenue stream comes from offering value-added paid services. These services can range from being able to ask questions anonymously, or asking for one-to-one meeting with a certain lawyer that is providing the app with available teleconsultation time slots from his or her calendar, and also by allowing lawyer-to-lawyer communication to get professional paid services from each other. Jabez launched on Google Play Store in Q2 2023, and expected to reach an income of 30 million Egyptian pounds when reaching 1 million downloads in a period of 3 years of operation. The figures are based on Egyptian market only, and a franchise model is ready to be implemented when desired in neighboring countries. The current ask is for $100,000 against 10% of the company, whose co-founders comes mostly from IT background in addition to general and financial management experience.
Hi, I'm Alan Zimmerman, CEO and co-founder at Ethica. The internet as we know it is about to change. Cloud-based applications has transformed the way businesses operate, boosting efficiency, collaboration, and scalability. This transformation comes with a crucial prerequisite: robust and dependable enterprise-grade internet access. The problem is traditional enterprise-grade internet solutions are not only expensive, but also complex to deploy and maintain. Small businesses are challenged to remain competitive in this new digital landscape. Our solution delivers enterprise-grade internet access to all businesses, enabling them to capitalize on the benefits of cloud applications without the financial strain or operational complexity. It's priced to be accessible to the masses all around the globe. We are strategically partnered with internet service providers and managed service providers in a B2B channel model. This partnership model allows us to seamlessly integrate our solution into their core internet service offerings, pivoting from a commodity-based to a service-based sale. We're in market, we have signed partners, and we're generating revenue. Our funnel is filling up rapidly with qualified leads, and we're ready to start to scale the business. We have a dynamic and experienced management team, a strong board, and senior advisors from industry. Our ask today is for investors to help with financing to get us through to our break-even point in the fall of 2024. With a disruptive solution, a proven distribution strategy, and a commitment to innovation, Ethica is poised to revolutionize the way businesses access the internet. Reach out today and join us on our magical journey. Thank you.
My name is Chelsea, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Enter. This is the classic product label that you'll find on any packaged food or beverage product. What most people don't realize is how much of this label is regulated by the FDA. Food and beverage companies spend 2 to 5 times more on compliance than other industries, yet they still lose $45 billion per year on mislabeled products. So we set out to build Enter. Enter is a SaaS platform that empowers food and beverage companies to create healthier, more sustainable products by giving product developers all the compliance data that they need at their fingertips. Enter is a true daily use tool that saves costs, hours of back and forth and platform switching, and allows companies to innovate faster and drive revenue. We built our platform with 11 mid-market food and beverage companies, including Daily Harvest, Yumi, and Saffron Road, and will launch later this year. Our team's experience spans food and beverage, business and compliance law, and successfully starting and selling 2 software companies. I studied nutrition and dietetics at NYU and was the 6th hire at a food startup called Yumi, which has raised $100 million. At Yumi, I learned how complicated compliance is for food and beverage, which is why I left to build Enter. We have just $100K left in our pre-seed round, and we'd love your help with introductions to angel investors and potential customers. Thank you so much for supporting Enter.
Hello, my name is Ross Youngs, and I am the CEO of Biosortia Microbiomics. We are focused on unlocking the secrets of natural microbiomes for a revenue-generating pipeline of small molecule therapeutics. The microbiomes produce tens of thousands of drug-like molecules that impact our health. The lack of technology to understand these molecules drives up the cost and timeframes of developing new drugs. Biosortia has developed breakthrough technology and is ready to execute. We have proven we can deliver a wealth of novel drug-like small molecules by respected academics and other researchers. Biosortia's proprietary technology allows us to access the hidden chemistry of microbes in natural microbiomes at a more than 1 million times better scale than previous efforts. There is a multi-billion-dollar addressable market opportunity for Biosortia with an unparalleled, sought-after library of small molecules to sell and license. We have significant competitive advantage as no other company has the technology and the scale that Biosortia possesses. Our CSO, Dr. Guy Carter, brings over 3 decades of experience in major pharma drug discovery research. I, Ross Youngs, have been an entrepreneur and inventor for over 33 years with a track record of success, and our board has substantial experience in pharma and real-world business. Our technology has been fully demonstrated to find therapeutically relevant small molecules. Multiple patents have already been issued, and we have a robust IP strategy moving forward. We are raising $2.2 million to execute our technology at full scale. This funding will drive revenue by the end of the first year of operations and enable us to grow rapidly and sustainably. The funds raised will be used to execute collaborations, drive IP creation, and build a revenue-generating valuable pipeline of small molecules. We will execute via outsourcing to deliver new pipeline products with 2 to 3 commercial companies, 10 academic institutions, and 1 national lab, driving revenue to greater than $10 million in 18 months.
Hey everybody, my name is Emil Amari and I'm a co-founder and CMO at Steadyware Inc. Imagine waking up one day not being able to feed yourself, drink a glass of water, or dress yourself. Movement disorders impact over 200 million people worldwide, including both Mark and I's families. That is why we built Steadyware and our flagship product, the Steady 2. It is our battery-free glove that uses cutting-edge and patented technology to significantly alleviate tremors and essential tremor. With over 1,500 units sold and a 66% success rate, the Steady 2 has proven to be a game changer. With $700,000 in revenue over the past 12 months, we are now sold out of Steady 2s. Building on this success, Steadyware is introducing the miniaturized and cost-effective Steady 3, as well as integrating its technology into daily essentials like the Steady Cup. To fund this push, we are currently raising a pre-seed round of $1.2 million to expand our team, bringing marketing, sales, and R&D in-house. We are 20% committed and would love to have you be a part of this round. Care to join us in supporting our mission and improving the quality of life of people with shaky hands worldwide? Learn more about this business today. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Sophie Ash, and I'm the founder and CEO of Prospology. Prospology specializes in helping healthcare professionals and scientists break into the medical communications field as freelancers. A lot of healthcare professionals are feeling burned out, unappreciated, and trapped. And scientists are feeling uninspired and they're kind of stuck in a bubble of not knowing what it's like to work in the real world. We've already built an incredible team at Prospology. The people on the left are more involved on the marketing side of things, and the people on the right are either supporting me directly or they're helping to deliver the program itself. The medical communications industry is expected to reach $23 billion by the year 2030. It's also expected that the amount of medical communications that will be outsourced will increase to 61% by the year 2026. There are a few different competitors, people who offer one-on-one coaching, courses and certificates that tend to focus more on the technical side of things, and Medical Writing Association. Some of the things that really help us stand out in the industry are our strong brand identity, The highly practical nature of our program, the incredible team of industry experts that we have at our disposal, and the fact that I also have a background in healthcare. We've attended 9 conferences so far this year. We've had our first TV appearance, and we have already exceeded our revenue from 2022 with a few months still to go. There's so much that we want to do in the next couple of years. Some of the main areas of focus would be to start advertising, to increase the number of students in our cohorts, to increase the number of elective courses that we offer, and we really want to grow our YouTube channel and increase conversion over there. If you know of any academics, deans, or professors, we would love an introduction. If you know any groups of healthcare professionals or scientists who may be interested in hearing us speak, we would love to talk about that. If you personally know anyone in healthcare who's unhappy in their career, you can send them our way. And if you have any experience trademarking a company, we would love to get your support on that. Thank you so much for listening, and I'm really looking forward to hearing from you.
Hello, my name is Mayan Metzler, founder and CEO of Oya New Earth. Together with my wife, Michelle Metzler, we are developing this beautiful new platform. New Earth, as you know, we're living through challenging times of change, and the old world is phasing out. Simultaneously, a new and beautiful world is emerging, and Oya is right here with our luxury holistic resorts to help anybody that needs any help, mind, body, spirit, go through the change. And that's what we're doing through our global wellness resort. The Oya pop-up is amazing because it allows us to provide the Oya methodology, proprietary technology worldwide to any of our collaborating partners. The design, the luxurious holistic architecture with farm-to-table nutrition makes it really unforgettable experience, and our network of 300 plus practitioners is enabling us to really change. Proprietary technology with our land ownership game, some amazing marketing platforms, the Oya Wellness Beach Club, New Earth Museum. We're a power couple. Our strength is that we have boots on the ground as we speak. The resorts are being developed, they're functional. As you probably all know, since COVID, everybody's into personal well-being change, better nutrition, mind, body, spirit. And this is one of the strongest, hottest trends. And we're right there with it. Scaled to grow with our channel partners. Oya Health is also global online. We're seeking $5.5 million, 7% convertible note. These are actually very conservative numbers. So in reality, we can do a lot more than the $20 million in 24 months. We're really poised to explode. And that is Oya New Earth. Thank you for listening.
It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Linda, CEO and co-founder of Shug. Imagine you're a $300 million event organization with no CRM. You have 30 properties across North America, from hotels, nightclubs, and restaurants. There's currently no solution out there that these enterprise-level event organizations would like to purchase. Through our discussions and LOIs, they are using either Excel to track patrons or single-service software that do not give them the complete story. That's where Shug comes in. We are a B2B first organization providing a comprehensive overview to what is happening within all venues of an organization. We can pull in data from different software for a single source of truth. One common pain point is tracking who is a ticket holder. Most often, one person in a group will buy the tickets and distribute. Information is being lost, and there is an inability for re-engagement with the other attendees. For consumers, discovering events is scattered and hard to navigate. Ticketing is frustrating that Congress is now involved. Digital engagement at events has been overlooked despite being the most user-centric part of the experience. That's where Shug comes in with our user-facing application. We created a community for events through intentional use of our application. Events can be created, discovered, and centralized to make finding tickets to events very easy and transparent. We have 3 revenue streams: event management platform, sponsorship through our social platform, and ticketing. We're aiming for enterprise organizations first and foremost, with multiple venues. These organizations use our back-end platform while they have championed our front-facing application. We will further roll out our consumer application with our advisors. We currently have 7 LOIs ranging from S&P to enterprise-level organizations. While Shug is agnostic, we have streamlined in our efforts into sports and entertainment. Our product is in the MVP stage. One of our competitive advantages is our Bluetooth IP built by our team of engineers. This is where you can message and post on an application without connection. This technology is highly useful in cases of emergency. We are looking for $300,000 at a valuation of $3 million. We're open to a rolling round and negotiating terms. With all that being said, I look forward to hearing from you and any feedback that you have. Thanks so much for your time.
Who doesn't love a free parking, right? But free parking in Toronto is like a unicorn. It's rare or just a myth. Finding it comes with a lot of risk and time wastage. But not anymore. With Loop Parking, users can now get free parking anywhere in the city with a simple swipe. Hi, I'm Stephen Matthew, co-founder of Loop Parking. Let's face it, parking can be a real nightmare. It's hard to find, expensive, and by the time you find that spot, you would have lost time, gas, and caused a lot of unnecessary traffic and pollution. Loop Parking is here to solve all these problems. Users can search and reserve parking spot like other apps. But we take it to the next level. Once a spot is reserved, user can choose either to rent out or exchange their residential parking spot with a simple swipe. It's not only convenient, but also sustainable by promoting eco-friendly growth. So join us in our mission and take parking more affordable and accessible. Thank you.
Thank you for that. That was great.
Thanks, guys. Great job. Yeah, I'm throwing some comments out there. Lots of great companies that fit at all different spaces and verticals and timing of investments, which is great. What we can do is if there is some interest for sure, we'd love everybody to fill out the form. This would be very helpful for us. And on the other side, please share your contact information if you haven't already in the channel, in the chat. We will send out an email after, so everybody will get access to that. And because we do have a few minutes, we're open to any questions around investing, business issues, things like that that you're looking to resolve. Happy to discuss those and chat with them just to help everybody out. So if anybody does have any questions, feel free to raise your hand or post a question in chat. In the meantime, Laura, if you have any questions that I can jump in and answer, be more than happy to do that.
What do you think of my deck versus yours? No, I'm kidding. Everybody's gonna be like, what? First of all, I feel like we have questions, so I don't have to come up with one. Go ahead.
Ross, by all means, go ahead.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I had an opportunity to describe a platform technology. Our box is just finding the molecules and getting them into hands of researchers virtually worldwide. One of the ways we're pursuing that is we're actually doing stand-up companies and startup companies. The first stand-up company is in Cleveland, Ohio. It's called Actria, A-C-C-T-R-I-A. It's with a researcher from Yale and a researcher from Case Western. My question is, we're trying to use the ecosystem startup, so we're leaning on executives and people with interest in startup. If anybody, anywhere, would like to learn more about Actria, I've already got my email for Biosortia in the chat. We would love to connect. We hope to take this diverse technology of finding molecules that nobody in the world can obtain and start up potentially 24 companies in the next 12 months, geographically spread out. So it really is not only a pipeline of potential molecules and agrochemical, also therapeutics, big effort in therapeutics, but it will be an ecosystem of new technology advancing these molecules.
Wow, that's pretty awesome. Sounds very aggressive as well with the amount of startups, but I guess if you're finding the right leaders that are going to be able to back and support what you're doing, it sounds like you're going to be really hitting more of the academics to be able to pull that in so they have an understanding of the product, but also how to expand. Is it become a license opportunity for you guys? Is that the model?
That is the model. So Actria will actually license from us, and then we'll take a piece of it at startup. We'll be diluted down ultimately. But what we found by picking one ecosystem startup community, we've got the support of entrepreneurs, the government, everybody in that Cleveland system. And we're scheduled to have a first formal meeting on October 24th. So there's time for people to get in. The wild part is everyone that makes it past that first meeting as advisors, startup advisors, board members, potentially executives, all become co-founders of the business as well.
No, that's very cool. I would look at, certainly when you're building out this model, is to obviously dive into the licensing model, is understanding what the buy-ins are, what the support is. The biggest mechanism is the support. I think you'll probably find a lot of people that will have interest, but they don't have the business savvy because they're academics. They may not have that understanding of how to support a business. And I think some of those things where you see shortcomings that happen in this type of model is that you've got a lot of smart people and not a lot of operations savvy that kind of depletes the opportunity, but something for you to keep in mind.
Yeah, that is right on point. That's why we're bringing adults into the room with experiences, and the researchers will really be reporting to the adults. No offense to researchers. I love researchers, but they need to stay focused.
No, for sure. Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing that. There was a question from Sophie that's on interested to know if there are any major differences between Canadian and US academic institutions when it comes to forming partnerships. I'm going to say that in the time that we've worked with different Canadian side and versus the US, it actually almost falls across all sides of the border. When you're in a capitalistic versus socialistic market, the Canadian socialist market tends to take longer on try, true, and testing products, understanding, getting people in on test betas and things like that. Whereas on the US side, they tend to be able to move a lot quicker. They do have more resources to be able to enable that quicker. They also have a better projection of what things look like in the next 2 to 3 years and how they're going to gain value, dollars, and build out that value. So I think if you're working on the Canadian side, I think the real win that you'll have to push is how do you make them money? I think there's going to be a big change that's happening over the next few years, and that is any value that you're going to bring as a partnership to any group is really how do you generate value and returns for that business. People are finding it tough to resource. They're finding it tough to find the right people to work in a company. So they're working with the minimum of what they have, and what they care about is their bottom line and generating more revenue and more returns. So how do you get in there and ensure that there's going to be dollars getting into their pocket for the effort that you're providing them? So it's something to keep in mind. Smaller schools want to be bigger schools, and bigger schools want to be larger schools. If you're looking at it from that perspective, 40% of the Canadian market generates their dollars off immigration. So how do you make them more money? How do you make that small school a big school and help them grow? Any other questions? A lot of the other questions that I'll just throw out there that we do get sometimes, of course, when we're working through companies and due diligence or diving into making an investment into a company, a couple of key things to keep in mind is, if you can, from the get-go when you're raising funds, is to build a data room. And what a data room consists of typically is anything and everything to do with the business, from the registration of the business, all of your financials, legalities, if it's shareholders agreements, all the way across, incorporation documents, P&L. You're probably going to have to provide some form of documentation around credit card accounts, everything that's going in and out of the business. A lot of the businesses today, venture firms included, they'll start doing personal deep dives on business founders and anybody that is on that cap table for security reasons. So I think if when you start to kick things off, to keep things really clean, especially if you're getting to the point where you're looking at commercializing or scaling your business, and I'll explain that what that means in a second. is that you want to have a data room that has all this information, because the last thing you want to do is slow somebody down to go through and do analysis to learn about your company. If you can find, when you are looking for a lead investor or someone that's going to lead, a lot of the times they will build a document out that shows what the value of the company is. It's usually anywhere from 20 to 30, 40, 50 pages, give or take. And they'll go through and do market assessment, analysis, business analysis, overview of the company, financials, legal, etc. And then they rank the company. These are pretty valuable because they help move people forward through your business even faster. There are businesses that will go out and do these assessments for you, certainly at a cost, but it at least helps move the ball along if you're not able to find that initial investor to come in to do the work. If you're at an early stage in angel, I'm going to say they don't typically do this type of deep analysis on your company. So anywhere you can get this information will help speed that up, and that'll help you get to a faster runway to close dollars. Anything you can do to offset the amount of work that is in deep dive. So putting together a data room is very important, especially early on. And then, of course, when you are raising funds, one thing that I would always share to keep in mind is that you're raising funds because you're at a stage where you believe you've got a great concept and idea. That's the angel side of investing. So you're going to work with all the different types of angel groups to build in dollars that people can believe in your idea or in the data that you're building from your initial launch of the business. As you start to look at venture, you're going to start building relationships early, but you have to always keep in mind that venture is looking for commercialization of your process, which means that if you add 10 more sales bodies onto your company, you can add $10 million more to your bottom line. Commercialization is that it only takes a few extra tweaks and dollars to grow your business. And that's what commercialization is all about. That's what allows for a company to go from 500,000 to 100 million in revenue in 3 years. It's how fast can you cookie cutter this problem and commercialize it by adding resources in that are going to bring that growth value so that investors can see the growth in their value of their money. And that's what's going to drive them into coming into your business. If you can't see the way to commercialize your business, then you need to, if you're looking to raise funds because you want to grow your business faster, then that's what I would recommend, is that start looking deeper into your business to figure out what is scalable in this business, what is the piece that's going to generate the best revenue and the highest growth. That's where you're going to get the most interest from investors and not waste your time knocking on doors when you could be just building your business, which means that not every company is always highly investable. It means that there's a good potential for getting your business to break even and then turning it into a cash flowing business and utilizing that to grow. Eventually, venture could come in because you are in a good state of business and you're cash flow positive, and they can see where the commercialization is where you may not have seen that. So you do have to look for these aspects, but it's pretty important to, at the early get-go, is if you're raising angel funds, work with those angels to figure out where the commercialization is of your business, because this is where the institution and larger investors are going to come in. And that's where they start to put in a lot larger investment rounds.
Why don't you talk a little bit about, the markets are obviously not the best. So what are the options if you're not able to raise this way? What if you can only raise a bit? Is there other options for these startups to raise capital or to keep going, get that runway?
For sure. So in a lot of the North American and global economies, and it depends on which countries you're in, of course, globally, a lot of them do have non-dilutive government-supported opportunities that you can work with to get that type of capital to support you. So non-dilutive is that it doesn't come against your cap table. It's capital that's being put in to create jobs and to create value. In Canada, there's multitude of different groups that provide non-dilutive funding. The other side of it is that you also have, in the US, again, there's other supporting bodies. You have accelerators, incubators, like Techstars, Founders Institute. All of these are actually really good for helping you mature your business at an early stage.
Tree Frog,
of course, one of our partners that's on the call as well. And all of these are valuable because they provide you with a gateway into meeting people, but they also provide you with structuring your business in the correct way, meeting different talent that might be able to help support your business as you move forward. And then, of course, as you do start to grow, it carries a little bit of extra weight to your value that these other groups have assessed and gone through your business and supported you throughout that. Yes, some of them do take a percentage ownership. Some of them do it for a fee. Some of them do it for free. So there's different values. You figure out which one fits best for you, of course, if that's giving away equity or giving away dollars. Obviously, the free ones are great, but sometimes you get what you pay for, which is free. So you have to really value it, do your own research, dive in and ask other companies what their experience was. And as an example, I can tell you with our partners like Tree Frog, they do an exceptional job of helping you become educated in an early space and build your company. But they also have a lot of great speakers that come in on a regular basis, sharing insights. So you can make a lot of great connections. So there's a lot of upside value that comes from that. And then, of course, the ecosystem that supports you later on. So each stage that you go through, you're going to gain value. And then you'll know what people you're going after when it comes to angels or venture firms or institutions when you're raising. All of that's kind of learned through these processes, especially if you're new to it. Is there angels on the call? Yes, of course. We do always have angel investors that get added in or they jump onto these ETE calls. We share this information out to all of our network as well. So this goes out to all of our partners, venture partners, as well as institutions. So if anybody does see this and they have an interest to meet the company, we make an introduction right away. Our whole goal is that we want to keep the community thriving, but also helping everybody get in front of the right people. And sometimes it's just that one person in the room that can make a difference, and we try to find them.
You have a question. Somebody raised their hand.
Hey,
go ahead.
Yeah, first of all, thank you, Laura and Jeffrey, for an amazing platform. Yeah, I would like to say I am one of the proud alumni from Tree Frog Accelerator as well. One of our co-founder unfortunately uploaded an old pitch deck. We have added a few more things added as well. But I would like to know how can we able to add you as into a monthly investor update or something like that? Can we able to do that? How can we do that?
For sure. I'm going to post in this here. So we have an email address that you can share where everybody in our team has access to it. It's news@openpeoplenetwork.com. So if you want to add that into it, then the rest of the team will have access to that information. And they'll be able to see anything that comes through from updates. And of course, we implore everybody to share updates. It's our way of staying in touch. And then we bounce in and out of that information. And then as time goes on, as you get further along in your investment journey, you can share those updates or put more of an alert to it so that we can jump on it. And then once we see something that triggers us to go to the next stage, then we'll make sure that we jump into that as well.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Perfect. Steven, I would also comment that you should check out a company called Rover. It's an investment I made a long time ago, and they did get sold. But
one of the co-founder of Rover, it came as an advisor to us as well.
Okay,
Grant.
perfect. Okay, good. Yeah, they're in a good space. They did a great job, and I'm a big fan of where they did and how they've produced over the years. But certainly someone to stay in touch with. So that's good.
For sure. Thank you.
Awesome. Is there any other last questions that may be out there, or any other last thoughts?
May I say something?
Yes, you bet.
I don't know if it's appropriate, but I just want to add one thing to our presentation because we had to keep it at 2 minutes. So I think that our biggest power is that it already exists. We self-funded everything, and we have boots on the ground right now. People building. No debt, no investors. It's very, very ripe. Should be very attractive for investors to see this.
No, that's awesome. It sounds very clean, and I think a lot of people can learn from that. It's not always the easiest way to build a company when you've done it all on your own, but it does make a big difference when you've got a clean cap table. And in your case, having larger based assets that may fall underneath that also brings a lot of value to your business. So as you guys are building that out, I don't know if that gets you into the health and wellness and building in buildings, but I'm sure in time you'll start to put that in there, and that also becomes a stronghold for your business as well. So the future can be bring a lot of value in that sense. And I have a couple of other colleagues in investments that are working in this space in other countries where they're building out the same platform of health and wellness, and they're tying in their own building to be able to kind of manage that. So there's a lot of different ways you can skin the cat over time. I'll give you an example. In some of the companies that we invested in, they've actually, in certain countries, you cannot start a company without owning property that gets tied to the platform. And the reason they do that is that the banks and everybody want to reduce the risk of what you're building, so they tie that in. So if that's something that you look at doing in the future, it certainly does bring a lot more value back to the investor as well.
Yeah, 100%. Thank you.
Bet. Awesome. Well, maybe we'll call it there since we've only got 2 minutes to the end of the hour. But I want to say thank you very much to everybody for joining. And this is a lot of great companies, and I'll turn it back over to Laura. But thank you, everybody.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. The question around next steps, as I said, on our fund, if we are interested, we'll be in touch. Add us to your newsletter, you know how. And as well on the resourcing side, if that's of interest, you can reach out to me. I probably didn't add my email because I was super interested, but it's on the invite that you guys got for today, Laura at openpeoplenetwork.com, and we can work through that. But thank you, everybody, for being part of today. It was a great event, and it's been a while. We haven't had one since kind of the beginning of summer before school is out. So awesome. Thanks, everybody.